And then she's like, we still haven't found anyone. I was like, okay. I stayed 7 extra weeks. Okay, 7 extra weeks.
Wow.
And then she put me on the do not hire list for GameStop.
Wow.
And she said I quit because I knew I was going to be fired. Yeah. So that put the drive behind me to destroy GameStop in the next 25 years. No, I'm just kidding.
We salute you, sir.
They do that themselves.
Absolutely.
Right now, they'd be telling you if you want to buy something or get out of their store. Look, sir, I'm trying to commentate Melee. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, no, that's a true story. It's horrible. But when I quit, I was like, my friend was like, I want to open a video game store. I was like, I'll come work for you. And after I worked for him for like 8 months, then we finally found Game Underground, Game Universe that turned into Game Underground. My friend that hired me was the #1 seller of video games on eBay.
Whoa.
Yeah. And he was like, I want to have a video game store for fun. And then GamerCon happened and all this other Game Unicon. It was like a bad tournament back in the day. All this stuff happened that hurt us, and then he just had some problems and had to close the store. And then the bank never came and got the stuff, which is dope. So then me and my wife were like, hey, the guy called me. He was like, you can buy this stuff if you want because it's not the bank's anymore if you sign a lease. And I was like, I don't have the money to do that. And then someone helped me out from the community, which was very nice, and we were able to figure it out. And now we have been open for 15 years.
That's awesome.
And my hair is red and white now instead of just red, and it's really terrifying. But we've run a lot of really cool stuff, and I'm excited to run more. So.
Yeah, I mean, everybody in the Melee community looks at this particular, like the Game Underground on Moody Street. Like, you talk to any New England Melee player, it's like you literally just say, Game Underground, Moody Street, and they're just like, yeah, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like, when I was just budding, like, I started playing Melee 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And, like, when I was just getting into it, I was like, so, like, I had my one little local tournament that I went to at a college.
Yep.
And then I asked all of them, like, so if I want to go to, like, an actual tournament where I have to pay money and stuff, like, where do I go? And they're like, Game Underground, Moody Street, Waltham.
Wow. Thank you. That's so sick. And it really means a lot to me that, like, people kind of do know us, like, all over the country, and it's crazy. And,
yeah.
You know, we're just the other day, like 25 people came in the store, and I was like, oh cool, are you like touring like a college here or something? And they were like, no, we all play an online game together from all over the country, and we meet up every year at your store.
What?
And I was like, oh.
Wow.
So that was really cool, and that feels good, and you know, just I don't know, we try
That's
our best
awesome.
here. Yeah. There's all kinds of cool stuff like that that's happened, and I'm just very lucky to have this place. And with everybody supporting us and doing things, then I can do
think
incredible stuff.
I'll reinforce it, like the New England community and like Melee players like adore people like you who are willing to host events. Like I'm talking with a couple of other people who are trying to organize such events like these, maybe even on a larger scale with bigger venues.
Yeah.
And venues will straight up say, no, never, don't contact us again.
Wow.
Or we'll ghost you. Won't even give you a single response.
Yep.
And that happens over and over and over and over again. And sometimes it feels like it's like a lottery ticket to find a venue that says yes. And then it's like you're in the basement of a Chinese food restaurant.
Yeah, let's
on
go.
like fucking, 2 streets away from where like a shooting happened a couple of weeks ago.
This. You don't even know this, do you? The first Game Underground was actually in the basement under a Chinese food restaurant.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
You went down the stairs. You were down there. They had Chinese food upstairs. And
that kind of sounds like a fire venue. Just like I just went O2. I want some General Tso's, man.
You can just reach to the ceiling and grab some.
Just like I just want like a couple of Knoxes, like.
Yeah. No, we've had a lot of crazy stuff.
That's fucking lemon chicken right there.
Do you guys know Keith Apicary? He sings, he's a comedy guy. He was on America's Got Talent, but he does a bunch of video game stuff. He played a concert in our basement, and he climbed up into the ceiling, like moving the little ceiling squares. And he was like, I'm going to get Chinese food on live stream. It was sick.
I love that shit, man.
It was crazy.
I absolutely love stories like that.
We did some really crazy stuff. A lot of the people, the picture that goes around that's like pictures you can smell is like my venue. It's horrible. But it was the one down in the basement, and it's for real. It wasn't you know, the most ventilated, but it was somewhere to play.
Yeah.
And we finally got out of there. We went to the Natick Mall. We made that really cool. And then the Natick Mall moved us indoors for Spa Via Day Spa. They're a day spa called Spa Via Day Spa. I should name my store Game Underground Game, but that's okay. And they moved us upstairs, but they're like, you can only be here for a few months because we're putting in like Wegmans or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. And they moved like a kids like park over there. I'm like, we're probably drawing more people than you guys, but that's fine. But then we found Mooney Street, and I'm so happy here. I don't know if you
This
guys
is
saw.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's just a great little place because like it offers two like things that Melee players need access to at any given time, which is the ability to have fun as a competitor and have fun as a low-level competitor.
Right.
People like. I think the higher level, and I don't want to throw shade at anybody specific. I'm not calling anybody out, but I think that the higher level just assumes that the lower level is just here to play Melee, and they just want to show up and play Melee, and then they're going to go home, right?
Yeah.
But then the lower level players is like, dude, I just got fucking bopped. I feel like shit. Can we go, like, get a burger or something?
Yeah.
And, like, at some places, like, you only get a Wendy's. You get a fast food joint, and that's it. Whereas this, there is a half a dozen places just to get a burger, and you're at bar seating.
Mooney Street's wild.
Yeah.
There's so much cool stuff here.
Great cultural spot. Great spot in fucking Massachusetts.
I'll tell you, a lot of the places that showed up here came in, like, about 2 years after we were here, and, like, it feels good that they were trying to, you know, Bonchon, Angel Tea.
Bonchon is so good.
All this cool food that was kind of aiming at the culture that we feature here.
Yeah.
The new hot pot place across the street.
There's a hot pot place now, too.
Yeah,
That's so fucked up.
Shibu or something like that.
Oh, we're going to have to
it's
go to Hot
wonderful.
Pot sometime.
I stole one of their employees this week, so. But yeah, no, they're really good, and there's like all kinds of awesome stuff here. Yeah, but like we had fighting in the street for Street Fighter and Ultimate, and that was crazy. We had the
That was a bold start to the sentence with a very tame latter half.
yeah. That's fair. That's fair. It was crazy.
Square up.
We had a what was it, 50-foot LED screen out in front of the store.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like insanity, and you know, we may be able to conclude Melee one day, but like it was just ridiculous. We had Bifuteki come up from New York and stream it, and Street Fighter, the first one we did, we had 164 people enter. And that was here. It was the fourth biggest tournament so far for 6 at that time. It was only out for like 4 weeks, but still. It was like us, California, Australia, and Canada. I was like, let's go us.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that was
That's
really
super cool.
But
yeah, Street Fighter fucking exploded, dude.
Yeah. Oh, it's such a good game. I'm like the other kids though. I like, oh man, maybe I'll go 1 and 2 today. I enter every week. I used to enter Ultimate every week too, but I'm more trying to get good at Street Fighter right now.
Yeah.
I really like it.
I want to get into Street Fighter, but I also want to get a leverless. But like buying your own custom leverless from like these small scale producers, like you find the one model that's like, this is perfect. Like, cool, we're taking pre-orders into October of next year.
Right?
That's fucking insane.
Look at the roof of my building and the
Yeah, dude. Like, imagine.
This guy was like, this is overkill, and I was like, no, it's fine.
No, it's fine. This is not enough.
This is actually exactly what
There's a good view of like just how big it is.
What a fucking memory for all of those people.
So we've
like,
done 2 of these now.
Do a third. I want to go.
We're gonna do a third. We'll get that in there. Yeah, I don't mean to just take over the stream, but
This is better content than Electroman Arty. I don't know.
I was also about to say, like, I remember.
I'm sorry, Electroman. I'm sorry, Arty. I love the both. You guys are wonderful. I love both of you so very much. I saw Electroman at a pizza place before I did fucking came here. He was eating pizza. He's doing good.
I remember seeing a whole bunch of like movie stuff.
yeah, we were doing a summer movie every Thursday night. That's actually when we do Project Plus too, so you can come play P Plus and come outside. I would love to have Melee come back. It's just a little bit hard to get like a consistent TO, and there's a lot of other great venues to play here. So, you know, we do what we can.
I wonder if I could find a TO for you.
It's up to you. I mean,
I
as long as
was
people show up,
unaware
that's the thing.
that Melee still like that it was just a matter of nobody wanting to step up to the plate. I figured like all the parties involved were like, nah, we're good, we're fine from here.
Oh no, I
Like,
love Melee.
Considering that you're still hosting Melee events here, I wasn't sure like what the full story was. I'll have to talk to a couple of my TO buddies.
Yeah, no big
I
deal.
have a friend who literally lives in Middlesex who's looking for venues.
to run stuff.
Yeah.
Wait till you see this. Like, okay.
Come on,
I'm
man.
showing. This is at night, right?
That's
Look at this. Oh my
that's
god.
so cool.
I'm showing the video of the giant screen outside the store right now. It looks like what you're watching right now, except for a giant screen outside.
Except there's a giant screen outside the
And,
venue, and you're outdoors instead of
Yeah,
indoors.
Oh, it's so nice. Every single time it's rained horribly.
Yeah.
Actually, the first one kind of like only rained for 20 minutes. They said it would be all day. And the second one was pretty good, but we had to cancel the main ultimate bracket because it was like, here comes lightning. I was like, but I rented a giant screen.
But my sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah.
No.
But this guy, the guy with the screen, loves us and will do some good stuff with us. So.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
he said he'll come back and he has like all kinds of cool stuff you can build. It's like you meet people and you got to build like relationships and build things bigger and better. You know what I mean?
I
And-
just had that happen. There's at Shine, the fucking tournament that was at the DCU Center.
Yeah,
there was a
Shine's
guy
incredible.
there named Ian, who is this like bona fide CRT technician.
Really?
He could take a CRT apart, and I literally had like a couple of hours conversation with him about like CRT repair and maintenance, and
Oh, wow.
like the dude knows his shit like it's 1986. It's
Oh my God.
fucking crazy.
People like that are amazing.
And he has a warehouse of like 120 CRTs that he just loads into a semi and travels across
Is he
the
from
country.
Buffalo?
I think so.
I know that guy. He's
Really?
really cool. Yeah, yeah. I had the same thing. I had like a half-hour conversation with him
Yeah.
at like Shine when it was like in downtown Boston like a few years ago.
Guy's awesome.
Yeah. And by the way, just to say it out loud, I love Shine and I love She and Matt.Zeb and everyone that works there. I haven't come the last couple of years because my store's gotten a gig this the same weekend, and it's a lot of money. So like,
Unfortunately, it seems like we just did the last one in August. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I did see that, and
It's unfortunate, but I think if anything, that's like it's a true statement from the old team, like She and fucking Colin and Matt.Zeb and everybody
Colin
saying
is
like
awesome,
we've
yeah.
been doing it for so long, we've put so much time and love and money into this, right? We wanna take a break, we wanna do other things now. I think that like some people are treating it like, oh my gosh, it's an end of an era, we won't have like something like this again. We will, absolutely. Like another group of people is gonna step up to this plate.
who would
And
do that?
I already know some people who are interested.
Yeah,
in,
but really, who would do that?
yeah,
Yeah.
I've got some friends.
No, but really,
But really?
who would do that? All right.
Air.
Yeah.
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 Right.
Oh, it's hard. Like at this point, like, dude, I'm like 43. I hate to say that. I'm so old. It's horrible. I played like Nintendo when I was little when it came out.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about this for us is that this is like my job in my life, and running big events like we do at GamerCon or Retro World Expo, stuff like that, or fighting in the street. It's an important part of our business. So as long as we are able to do that and are able to support things, we do CT GamerCon at Mohegan Sun every year, and we make sure
you guys organize that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely come down to that because like people
I have
probably
friends that talk up CT GamerCon like it's nobody's
Thank
fucking
you.
business. I consider me a permanent attendee from here on out.
please come out. Thank you. Yeah, we have really nice vendors there. They have a whole vendor room, which is really cool. And it's funny because you get a lot of the mainstream public, like families and stuff coming in.
Yeah.
Where you really might not get that as much as like Shine or
Right. No, it's
SmashCon.
definitely more of a generic fucking
Yeah.
like, actual event for